Hey, hi, hello there. We're back again. It's me playing SCP Secret Files. I don't think that I played this in a very long time. It's been like a year. I started on my computer and I haven't finished it. I haven't completed it. I haven't made progress. So we're gonna continue. And yeah, we'll just get right back into it. I can't remember what happened. I've been hunting down SCPs. I'm one of the most talented agents that they've ever had. Big surprise. I was born for a role like this. Let me go ahead and update my game. No longer Gartner Banban. SCP. Secret Files. That is what I'm playing, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm losing my mind over here. All right. Yeah, let's check Site 13. An abnormal incident occurred within Site 13. All buildings within Site 13 disappeared. And no reason, many corrupted unknown buildings appeared out of nowhere. Part of these buildings were on fire when appearing. Blank hours later, the site was back to normal with blank personnel, including director missing, SCP blank, and SCP blank disappeared during the incident. That's probably nothing important. Site 93. Dr. Martinez of Site 46 was greeted by an unusual sight this morning, an instance of SCP 1879-2 at his office door. After opening said door and not alarming Foundation staff, he bought a candy bar in exchange for a clip, which turned out to be a paper clip from his office desk. The O5 Council will take this moment to remind everyone that SCP 1879 is not an office salesman and that deals should never be accepted if proposed, however sweet they may appear. It's not worth the cleanup crew. Awesome. Small Mantis, big trouble. A mass protest organized by Leafer Mantis have broken out in surrounding areas of Site 87. These insects, which are only active in autumn, abnormally gathered together to protest against the massive defoliant plan proposed by Wisconsin government because this behavior will prevent them from appreciating autumn leaves. I love that. It is reported that the director of Site 87 has already requested local government to suspend defoliation activity. Based Leafer Mantises. You know, an organized protest is the backbone of societal change. You know what I mean? Anyway, Site 279. Hello, cat. Give you a pet. I haven't given my cat enough attention, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. A bill has been approved in Florida recently. Oh no. Great start. Allowing its citizens to attack others with electronic devices. Oh, hell yeah. Never mind. This is based. The bill has caused many violent incidents to occur. Perpetrators have used electronic devices such as phones, laptops, game consoles to attack passersby randomly. Now, this incident is confirmed to be influenced by SCP 1434. MTF, that's Mobile Task Force, was sent by Site 279 to contain it. It is reported that the series of incidents has resulted in an economic loss of $6.72 million and 68 citizens injured. Many perpetrators have announced they're bankrupt. They are bankrupt. That's the wrong form of there. Due to this incident. You know, this is just the stuff that really got me hired for this job in the first place. It's little things like that that, you know, other agents might not notice, but me, you know, I'm a bit more of like a, you know, a bit more professional than some other people in the SCP Foundation, especially the ones writing these newsletters. Anyway, go ahead and take a sip. Let's check out the next area. What do we got? What's happening at Site 66? Research results of organic abnormalities. It is investigated that the growth rate of crops and metabolic rate of human beings within the influencing area of this SCP-569 have increased prominently. This investigation result may help find its source. Epic. Very cool. Site 99. A capsule bearing the insignia of the Foundation's Temporal Anomalies Department was discovered near Moody Peak, Nevada. That is, wait. That is not Nevada. Contents included yet to be written Foundation documents and SCP files. Several of the aforementioned SCPs have since been contained. The capsule itself has been transported to Temporal Site 01 RCT Delta T, that's a delta, I think, where efforts to reverse engineer the device and complete the retrocausal loop are ongoing. Retrocausal. Okay. Typical Florida, not SCP, just Florida on a casual day. Yeah, just mindless violence. What is this? Site 816 Foundation has found an Elbrus computer in a Cold War bunker in Eastern Europe. The computer is still running, and it is confirmed to be able to control all missile defense facilities around all Eastern Europe in power-off condition. That's awesome. We love that. We love that, don't we, folks? We love that. Wow. I don't think I checked these out last time I was playing this. You know, we're checking the newsletters. This is just part of, working at the SCP Foundation. Part of being Carl Astana, An incident almost occurred within Site 17 involving SCP-953, who nearly broke out of containment after the assigned drone unexpectedly malfunctioned and jammed the door, leaving a slight gap open. Unfortunately, her efforts were thwarted by an American foxhound designated Mr. Kibbles, attracted by the pallet that was being brought in and pouncing right into SCP-953. Mr. Kibbles will be receiving an award ceremony later at 2100 hours. It's here for Mr. Kibbles, honestly. Good for him. Site 19. Site scientists developed an energetic drug that lets you work without sleeping. It is said to let you stay up all night without losing efficiency. Behavior may become slightly wired as a side effect, but it is within acceptable levels. At present, O5 is considering making this drug readily available at every site. I would hate that. Sleeping is epic. The head chef of Site 86 has been changed. As per written opinion of Chief whatever, the pizza made by the new head chef is particularly exquisite. Apparently the flavor changes to match the person eating it. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, next area. Oh, dude, we're getting over to Australia. Let's see what's popping. Provisional Site 72 reports that the recent uptick in geological activity was not in any way related to SCP-4997. However, the acting site director would like to recommend everyone that they are still accepting reasonable proposals regarding means of neutralization, and that kill it with fire is not reasonable proposal. All right, well. New data has been released connected to incident 035A caused by SCP-035, currently contained at Site 108. Personnel with the clearance of 4 or above may access the data by submitting the appropriate application and undergoing the Level 2 psychiatric exam. A new exploration device has been developed at Site 56, usable even in locations where detection may be difficult. It is expected to enable communication with the field. It is currently undergoing testing. If no problems are found, it will be distributed to the Exploration Department. Honestly, the horror in this game so far, I'm going to say it, is the bureaucracy. Okay? Took me a while to get there, but I got there. Anyway, let's check on our files. What do we got? Today's mission. Enter data regarding the investigation reports in the archive system on the right method of operation. Click text with red underline. After clicking, the data dragging effect will be activated. Drag it onto the archive system to the right. Left click to release data. Data will be uploaded automatically. After entering all data into the archive system, click submit to complete the task. There we go. What? Object is a regular clay pot with a height of 23 centimeters and a diameter of 28 centimeters, but do not be fooled by its appearance. It is an organism, a womb, an earthen womb, safely stored in the standard safe deposit box, provided its mouth remains covered with an Ernet Perspex disc. Holy information. Log of tests involving human experimentation with SCP actually doing your job. Yeah, this is just a part of it, man. You know, we're just reading through, you know, we're doing our job. All right, human experimentation. Skin flap harvest from the left thigh of the cadaver of D612. Donor was healthy in all respects prior to death. Sample use. Tissue sample left in SCP-660 for 2 months duration. Result: daily biopsies indicate viability of sample. Cell samples taken from tissue graft are cultured in vitro, revealing a predisposition towards precancerous and cancerous growth. All right. Okay, 660B. Skin flap harvested from the left thigh of the cadaver D612. Sorry. Sample used tissue left 2 months duration, then grafted onto the torso of D-class personnel with second and third degree burns. The recipient's anomaly testing record had no contraindications. What? Contraindications. I'm losing my mind. With SCP-660, result: tissue graft takes without completion, healing according to usual steps of adherence, serum inhibition, and revascularization. However, it's common with severe burns cases. The compromised skin barrier led to infection and eventual fatal septic shock. Post-mortem biopsy and analysis indicate skin graft would have returned to full histological structure and function had the recipient survived. All right, now we're starting to get a little bit crazy in here. Hold on, I got a bleep bloop on my phone. Let me check my phone real quick. I know I'm on the clock. You gotta forgive me. Who's your favorite SCP? Mine is the Gate Guardian, aka SCP-001. I mean, that's a pretty good one. I feel like they've had a lot of SCP-001 proposals, so it's not just like one thing. I don't know if they've settled on like one thing. God, picking a favorite SCP is really tough. That I would have to think about. I mean, there's the classic like statue thing that like breaks your neck if you don't look at it, but like I don't really. That's definitely not my favorite, but that's the one that everybody knows. Maybe my favorite is Harbinger. I don't know if you've. A lot of them. That one's just like one of my favorite short stories, I think. Anyway, live member of Musculus house mouse, whatever, acquired for laboratory testing by use of SCP. The consciousness of D614 was implanted into the specimen. D614 was chosen for his demonstrated resistance to the negative effects of prolonged isolation and sensory deprivation. Specimen left in SCP-660 for 2 months duration. Let's see. Unusually, SCP blank was incapable of restoring D614's consciousness to its original body after removal from SCP-660. A computer interface was developed to facilitate two-way communication with D614. An interview was conducted. Once D614 was familiarized with his interface, an excerpt is included below. Dr. Brown, I guess I would take your word for it. And how did that feel? Suffocating and stretching. Could you be more specific? How the hell do you think it felt? Even mice need to grow and move and live. Every part of me was straining, but I was stuck. I thought I would explode. Okay. We're going to go ahead and skip through this last one. Mostly because, you know, this is busy work. It's office work. You know, nobody wants to watch this. Go ahead and submit that. Okay. Well, we got another one. Trees grown from the saplings, in Japan, 1905. Parent trees were owned by a family of traditional swordsmiths. What are the original trees? Jinko no Kodachi, or the Bladewood Grove. Okay. Well, as interesting as I'm sure this is, I don't know if I would say that this video game is the method through which I would want to receive this information. See, I would rather have somebody else read it to me. They do have a lot of like SCP podcasts and stuff like that, and those are like, and YouTube videos, of course, and those are always I would say they're fun to just like, you know, zone out. You put something on, you listen to it. It's good stuff. You know, because they're basically short stories. I know those 2001, ironically, the only two is they're literally opposite. Got Scarlet King, Doom of the World, and got Gate Guardian Angel. Scarlet King's a good one. I think Scarlet King was what I encountered in this game. Anyway. No tasks. Well. So it's 5 minutes, 4 o'clock now. Just about ready. Can't you not coming? Is a group chat with work, you know? Nah, it doesn't suit me, says Kent. What are you talking about? Guys, aren't you forgetting somebody? Your boy Carl? What are you talking about? Hi, Carl. We're going to attend the monthly lecture. Monthly lecture? Each month, the Foundation invites someone famous to hold a lecture to share new knowledge and insights pertaining to SCP. They invited Dr. Trevor. He holds a high reputation within the Foundation. Okay, let's go. I'm inviting myself. I'll send you the link to the monthly lecture just a sec. It's about to begin. Please join. Okay, well, go ahead and enter the training system. All right. Daniel Trevor. Daniel and Dragon. That sounds epic. Let's go ahead and join this one. This one's for level. What is this? Level 4? Anti-memetics from entry to amnesia. I want to join this one. This one can't. All right. Scarlet King can take L and be number 2. I mean, it says you. Scarlet King story, pretty good. Get me into the training seminar.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure.
Wow.
And then you too will become the guardian of this story.
I'm so lucky.
The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel. One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox.
Oh no.
It made him look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
Forever. Is this the same game? Yeah, it is the same game.
Up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you'll practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
Let's go.
Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
Next page.
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
Can you imagine how awful that would sound? To just hear some kid practicing his whistle all day and night in the attic. Alright, let's start. ADSF space. What? I'm doing it too early. What? Daniel, you stop!
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
I pressed it, okay?
Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
Get over there, Daniel. Stupid penny whistle. What? Oh god, I'm playing! Look at this art style. This is good. I like this.
It was a mousetrap, and there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem was part of its wing was damaged. But Daniel found a way to repair it.
Tape. Oh. That's it? What do you mean I could have drawn on the dragon?
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below. He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee!
Wee.
Woo! Dragon! Soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Could it be?
Nap time!
Or is this all just a dream?
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Ah!
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
Do I need to adjust the sound? Probably. Who knows?
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
Daniel, no! Go ahead and go to audio, master volume. We're going to crank that down to like, yeah, 69. Go and apply. Yeah, sorry about that. It probably blasted your eardrums a couple times. Alright, let's go get the paper ball.
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it. Before his very eyes, the paper ball began to grow, bigger and bigger. At that moment, a red figure suddenly appeared.
The dragon! It came back!
The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box. Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
Yes!
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea.
Paper dragon! Check this solo! Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
He took out his penny whistle and
No,
slowly
he's
played
gonna
a
do it.
tune.
Anyway, dragon, here's Wonderwall. What if I make the dragon mad? What if this sucks? Dude! Are you seeing this? Daniel, you suck!
The paper dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends. The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic. Daniel
That
rushed
dragon
to
had
find a
one
watercolor
hell of a
pen
voice.
and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
dragon. Okay, here be dragons. Awesome.
Over the next few days, the paper dragon came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
Daniel, you must keep the paper dragon a secret. Daniel, there are
My
dangers.
name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends.
Or we'll eat the girl.
That's Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He doesn't like Rainy Day or Mrs. Carter. Only smoked sausages for his taste.
This dog must suffer.
And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
The paper dragon flapped its wings, as if it didn't understand him.
I do not have a name. My name is also Daniel. You cannot be named Daniel anymore.
Since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny?
Penny
I'll
the dragon.
keep practicing to make it sound better.
Don't tell me I have to play the
Daniel
mini
and
game
Penny
again.
Then played baseball together in the attic.
How are you gonna
Let's
play
play cat.
baseball with a piece of paper? He's gonna break the window. Oh. Yeah. Through the window. Oh. Wow.
But just as
Playing
they were
catch
in the
with my
middle of
dragon.
enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
Let's go.
The stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment, the box suddenly shot open, and thick clouds of smoke billowed out, followed by several paper balls. Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box.
Penny.
Penny
Who
then
are these
flew
balls?
around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He
No.
moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle, day in and day out.
Oh, you're agitating the balls, Daniel. Excuse me.
As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother.
Don't tell me I gotta do the game
One
again.
day, the box suddenly began to move.
Huh?
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4. This time there were 4 paper dragons. But they weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the
No.
box too.
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper.
Burn it!
It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air.
Kill it, Daniel!
As they
You
were
must
hit,
subdue it with your penny
dragons
whistle.
fell from the air, one after the other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and
Daniel!
anxious.
You must play through the fire and flames on your penny whistle.
Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power.
Holy shit.
The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball. And then came another paper dragon. The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box.
Okay.
The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper.
No.
The silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic. Daniel saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once.
We can step on him. You've been repaired. Where did you go? He's gone. All right. Put me in the box.
Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison.
We did it.
The dragons moved like a tide, flying freely through the attic. Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
Oh, you poor dragons. Holy shit, that's loud. I'm fucking jamming.
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
Holy shit. Okay. Penny, it's you! I've been isekai'd! Penny, let's go!
The
And then
paper
he turns
dragons
into a piece of
merged
paper
into
when
a
he
long
leaves.
letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned.
No!
They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world.
No! Penny, you can't!
Please believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
Penny, you can't! Penny, please! I can't say goodbye. I've only just started to learn the penny whistle. You'll miss my sweet melodies. No balls
At that
can stop
moment,
me.
The paper dragons flew back into the box.
Ah!
Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well.
He wakes up in a
But
hospital bed.
the paper dragons
It
never
was all a
returned.
dream. Put into the bag. Bye, penny whistle. We had such good memories together. When I used you to summon dragons. Goodbye, Legos. I'll probably still play with those when I get home. Goodbye, baseball. Goodbye, block. I had books? I did not read these. Is that homework? I guess we'll find out.
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2!
No, not again! Box flies open.
All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless
knew it.
paper dragons shot from the cardboard box.
Daniel! You have to play the penny whistle
Seemed
once
like they were
more!
under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
Daniel, we need more stickers on the front lines! Holy shit! I will heal you. Get back in there. You must get back in there. I must save the dragons. There's so many of them dying. No! Penny. It's not your time to die yet, Penny. Holy balls!
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move. Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
It's a giant, but it's really just like the size of Daniel.
Now with a magnitude of
Would somebody turn this fucking radio off?
Giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragon struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly.
And they fused
Together, they heroically
to
crashed
make
their
Blue
bodies
Eyes
into the
two-headed
giant.
dragon.
Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks
Daniel,
of the paper dragons had
fucking
had
do
no effect,
something.
and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is growing stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
I mean, yeah, probably, dude.
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny.
Penny!
It flew gently in front of Daniel
Penny, I
and
don't know.
affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if
I know
this
what I
whole
must do.
crisis had never happened.
But I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it,
Daniel
Penny.
felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what.
You must play the penny whistle.
Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
Did nobody think to check on this kid?
The huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic.
Daniel, what the fuck
The
are you
attic
doing
rained
up
down
there?
with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
No! The corpses of my new friends. Daniel, this is kind of a fruitless effort kind of thing. I can't tell what I'm supposed to pick up. Oh. You go here, you go here.
Goodbye, my friend.
No. Penny, no achievement unlocked.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
You should be thanking Daniel and Penny for his sacrifice.
A few days later, the art
Oh,
festival
no.
was held as scheduled. Daniel
Don't make me
attended
do
the
it,
show
man.
with his penny whistle,
of a song titled
Through the Fire and Flames. Sorry. That's not even half Through the Fire and Flames. I'm just fucking anyway. Fly with me.
And that's how the story ends.
I feel like it just
you
got
might
louder.
Be wondering,
I feel like no matter how much I lowered the
are
volume.
there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer.
Like, I can't even
But
hear
I
this
believe
motherfucker over the music.
They are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
Achievement! What the hell was that? Alright, well. Go to friends. Dragon Soar. Lovely paper dragons. I love them so much. Me too, but what happened to those cute little ones? Now being contained at Reliquary Research Institute, where Dr. Daniel, supervising director, that cardboard boxes remain silent. How do you know all this, Gint? Gint? I thought you didn't attend the monthly lecture. Under the direction of Dr. Trevor, Gint spent 2 years researching SCP 1762, so he knows far more than we do. Wow. Hey, I told you that that particular SCP didn't suit me. Oh, come on, Gint. But really, imagining you tidying up files and piles of cute little fairy books is kind of adorable. Enough already. I'm getting back to work, but I'm going to stress the point again. That particular SCP did not suit me. I've been here a month now and I'm entirely adjusted to the job, though. The content of my work in the archive files is work that will never bore me. A few observed jokes as I have been having hallucinations lately. I feel like someone is calling me, a voice low and uncertain. They seem to be trying to communicate me, but I cannot understand a single word they say. In fact, I had planned on seeing Doctor, but Zoe told me it was a typical rookie syndrome, and it will clear up in a few days. I certainly hope that is the case. 9/14/2012. September 14th is my birthday. Well, Can we can we save the game? The well, that's gonna be where I try and end it. Hey, that was SCP Secret Files. I guess I still have more to do in this game. I thought that I was edging for a little bit of horror tonight, but yeah, we didn't. That was more of like a cute story. So anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Like, comment, subscribe, all those awesome and normal things. Whatever. I don't care. See you next time. Bye.